Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, Honourable Prime Minister, Honourable Ministers, Honourable Members of Parliament, to our guests in the gallery, and to the people of Fiji watching through various forms of media, be it through live TV, Walisi platform, or through the internet live stream, and also to the members of the opposition who might be hearing from their bunker upstairs somewhere. As we enter the year 2020, we take this opportunity to look back at the time we have progressed as Fijians and be proud of what has been achieved so far. Honourable Speaker, the Fiji First Government, in its pursuit of becoming an upper middle income country and to achieving the highest living standard, is driven by the establishment of a modern and inclusive Fijian constitution, along with an unprecedented program of land reform across government. These reforms are to improve access to land through the Land Bank initiative, which have been implemented since 2011 through the Land Use Division. The Ministry will continue to use the full potential of existing laws to fast-track rural development and land reform. The Land Use Division, the Land Bank, is a government initiative program designed to make more land available for productive and socio-economic purposes. This underpins government initiative of stimulating economic activities in the utilization of available resources and with wider participation. The government will provide the following services in order to fulfill the intent of the Land Reform Initiative through efficient and effective surveying of land parcels deposited into the Land Bank, valuation of land at market value, efficient and effective rental collections and payment distribution, and development of land parcels for optimal use. The Bainimarama government will continue to channel maximum returns to the landowning unit through the development of their land and the protection of investors' rights for setting up business on the land. Honourable Speaker, in August 2019, Honourable Nawaikula stated that the landowners have the right to own and manage their own native land. They have the right to be consulted first before any legislation is passed. Honourable Nawaikula fails to recognize and address the effective management of the land reform program under the Land Bank initiative. The important point is that at least 60% of the landowners must agree before the rest of the process can take place. If the landowning unit disagrees, the process stops there. In addition, after the landowners have given consent, the Honourable Prime Minister then designates the land before it finally goes into the Land Bank. The landowners of Fiji need to know that the state is not taking away or stealing their land, as the opposition term as land grab. It is not. Furthermore, the landowners do not incur any administration fee like they do with Ethiopia Land Trust Board. The TLTB takes its cut after it collects the lease money from the tenants and gives the remainder to the landowners. This cut pays for the TLTB administration. Therefore, landowners who lease their land to the Land Bank will receive more money than those who would prefer to stay with TLTB. In fact, Honourable Speaker, Honourable Nawaikula should know this very well, because recently he was instrumental in stopping a land bank deposit. There was a piece of land in Kokomo that was agreed by the landowners to be leased to the Land Bank. All the groundwork was done, and then Honourable Nawaikula went and instigated the landowners to withdraw. And we respected the choice of the landowners. They gave 64%, 69% consent for withdrawal. We returned the land to them. What has happened now is that the landowners are in a limbo. The Native Land Trust Board doesn't want to take their land. Land use unit has withdrawn. The landowners who had made good profit, good money out of this deal have lost out because of people like Honourable Nawaikula and the likes of him. At this juncture, Honourable Speaker, I would also like to reiterate and show my displeasure and astonishment of the statement made by Honourable Nawaikula on Monday that the government is using the OMRS system, the Open Merit Recruitment System, to eliminate E2K staff. He's made an astounding comment that in ministries, director above positions have been cleared of E2K people. That is wrong. That is totally wrong, Honourable Speaker. The OMRS system, I can vouch for it, is a system that is designed to recognize the merits of the candidate, of an employee. It is designed to look at qualification, experience. It is not designed to look at a particular person's race, ethnicity, religion, province, or their gender. It is the sole purpose of it is merit. And I can vouch for my ministry, Honourable Speaker. My permanent secretary is in it okay, Mr. Joseph Daniwango. My director lands is in it okay. My deputy secretary is in it okay. We do not do racial profiling, but to bring it in light of what Honourable Naikula was saying, it is totally incorrect for him to say that the system is designed to eradicate Ethiopians from the system. It's wrong. He should in fact apologize to all the hard-working civil servants. It is a great injustice to our civil servants what he has done. Honourable Speaker, a stronger leader, which the Honourable opposition leader does not seem to be, would have removed Honourable Naikula for his comment from Parliament. If a member from this side of the House made a statement, my leader will not hesitate to remove him from Parliament immediately, because it has caused racial discrimination, it has caused racial profiling of our civil service. Honourable Speaker, the Ministry conducts landowners consultation and awareness throughout the duration of a financial year. From August to the month of February, approximately 30 landowners awareness consultations, 30 landowners revisitation, and 50 roadshows was conducted. Landowners consultation is an integral fragment of the land use division operations, and the welfare of the resource owners is and always will be a priority. It has been the priority of land use division to always revisit resource owners to keep them on par with the development of the land bank. Awareness and consultation have increased to 73 for this financial year. The success of this annual consultation workshops has helped bring forward proposals and views that reflect the wishes and aspirations of the resource owners, a two-way communication that encourages them to have a voice. The participants expressed their individual evaluation responses, their gratitude with the idea of involvement and community liaison promoted by the government to reflect the very best in terms of inclusivity. Honourable Speaker, the Bainimarama government will ensure that any land owning unit which deposits their land into the bank will reap the rewards handsomely. One of the successful projects is the first premium, the land rent payment to Matangali Volivoli of Keti village in Savu for their 100 acres of land deposited in the land bank. The Ministry on 23rd of December 2019 presented a cheque of $115,700 to the 5 of the 14 subsistence agricultural lots. The progressive payments for the remaining 9 lots will be paid out as and when received. Each lot averages an area of 6 to 8 acres for agriculture use, with premium payment ranging between $20,000 to $30,000 and yearly rental of about $1,200 to $1,800 a year. Honourable Speaker, the landowning unit can also benchmark their land on the mineral fair share royalty payout. The Ministry in the past 6 months has made a total of 6 mineral royalty fair share payouts totaling $5.05 million to 3 landowning units with a total of 350 landowners and to 2 freehold landowners. Now, Speaker, Matangali Nandombo of Nawelevu Bua, they have received $1.027 million to their 203 members. Matangali Naita of Vutwa Bua have received $23,203 for 80 members. Matangali Sero of Nambiti Raketi Madhuata have received $63,828 to 67 members. Nasomo Landowners Trust has received $393,950.71 for its 123 members. Vatukola Gold Mines Limited has received $3.551 million as a freeholder. Therefore, all land deposited in the land bank and later determined as a prospect site for mining will receive similar fair share royalty payouts. This is the best method in encouraging the landowning unit on the best way to utilize their land and earn optimal returns. Honourable Speaker, since inception in 2011, the Ministry has achieved the following: designated a total of 118 land parcels with a total area of 10,569.43 hectares, that is 26,106 acres. Out of the 118 designations, 2 native land parcels have reverted to the landowners due to their wish to cease designation. This is an option available to the landowners if they so wish to withdraw their land from the designation after 5 years if the land remains unleased. This is a narration that needs to be highlighted in this August House to set the record straight over the numerous misconceptions often preached by the members of the other side of the house that the government will rob the landowners of their rights once the land is deposited in the land bank. This is a serious wrong inflicted on the minds of the numerous landowning resources, the Itoke resource owners, a cheap shot strategically adopted by the opposite side to gain their own selfish political mileage. There is a total of 100 designated Itoke land parcels, of which 89 land parcels have been surveyed. Aligned to the objectives of the Land Use Act, the Land Use Unit has derived a total amount of $11,206,531.93 in lease proceeds for 71 leases. This amount is expected to increase before the end of this financial year, Honourable Speaker. And the market valuation of the designated customary land with ongoing assessment of prevailing market rates is a progressive component of the division's operations. This is a proactive measure adopted to ensure predetermined market rates for designated properties. This is made available to both landowners and potential investors as and when required. Honourable Speaker, it is worth to note that investors are more confident in investing in the local economy when the government is involved in the process in taking the lead role in the development of both state and native land. Government will do all it could to ensure that the right advice is received and the right assistance is given to ensure money is responsibly invested. The Ministry successfully coordinated a landowner financial literacy consultation workshop through the progressive concerted efforts between the Ministry of Lands in collaboration with government agencies and relevant stakeholders. This is to reflect the importance of land governance in the development agenda for the best utilization of economic returns received by landowning units. The workshop is an annual event conducted by the Land Use Division to ensure appropriate financial literacy training and awareness is well executed to build capacity. Furthermore, to encourage and foster partnership with landowning units to create locally appropriate investment solutions and tangible results that last. The 3-day consultation workshop boasted presentations from motivational speakers, key financial and lending institutions, including bankers, auditors, successful individuals, big-scale commercial farmers, local entrepreneurs, and development innovations to upskill and modernize the participants' understanding and upgrade their living standards. Honourable Speaker, I must acknowledge, commend and thank the continuing support of the financial institutions and agencies in availing valuable time and resources to partake in the successful execution of the Landowners Financial Literacy Consultation Workshop. Their professional attributes and contribution to the livelihood of these resource owners has established a platform and exposure to promote sustainability and avail directions to establish small and medium enterprises for native resource owners. Honourable Speaker, the Ministry, as stated before in this August House, is looking into adopting the equal distribution of rental in alignment to Section 29, subsection 4 of the 2013 Constitution. The complexity of fund utilization and the landowners' insecurities can only be elevated if the concept of equal distribution is adopted. The concept has proven successful ever since its implementation by TLTB and has tremendously reduced the complexities of fund distribution conflicts among the landowners. In every aspect of the Ministry's service, consultation will be done prior to the execution of the Ministry's scheduled programs and activities. This financial year, the Ministry will commence with the landowning units consultation in the coming months, and this will properly gauge response from the respective Matangalis and landowning units. The Ministry in this financial year is also taking the initiative to utilize idle land by depositing idle state land by depositing it into the land bank. This is the simplest and most efficient way to utilize idle land and earn revenue for the government. This initiative includes not only for agricultural land, but residential, commercial, industrial, and other types of state land as well. Honourable Speaker, this method will result in the following benefits: to put the land into better use and increase soil fertility and ensuring future food security for the nation, promotion of compatible uses, provides employment for the Fijian people in terms of land development, increase investment opportunities, promote rural development, and revenue collected will be used for the provision of basic facilities and improvement of the country's infrastructure and many other positive impacts that will benefit the community and the local economy as a whole. Furthermore, the Ministry has completed the planning and consultation stages at the Central, Western and Northern Division, and we have commenced with the concept plan for 4 state land parcels identified for subdivision. a 20 hectare land in Duvu Top, Nandronga for the development of 100 residential lots, 300 acre of farm land in Vunidimidimi, Netasiri, approved scheme plan for the growth for town centre in Raketi, and 3.66 hectares of industrial land in Savusavu. Honourable Speaker, to conclude, the Ethiopia landowners should be rest assured that the Fiji Affairs government will put them first, and the ministry will always opt for the highest and the best use approach with high returns for their land. I thank you, Honourable Speaker.